So Marvel has released 2 dates for movies that will release in 2029 on top of 3 that will release in 2028. All 5 of these movies are going to be taking place after Secret Wars, which means that this is the end of the multiverse saga. So these 5 might be in this new rebooted universe, might be just a continuation. We don't know what's going to happen after Secret Wars. The 5 dates for these movies are May 5th, 2028, July 25th, 2028, December 15th, 2028, May 4th, 2029, and July 13th, 2029. But I do have 11 movies that I do think that could fill in these 5 spots. The first possible movie is an X-Men movie, or Mutants as they called it when they originally announced that they were going to be doing an X-Men movie. They announced it as Mutants instead of X-Men, so it could be called either. So after, let's say there's a reboot, now the X-Men are in this new MCU universe. Also, they've already announced the director for this movie. It's going to be Jake Schreier, who directed Thunderbolts. So they already have a director. They already have work being done for this movie. We know it's coming. We just don't know which one of these spots it's going to fill. My guess for which of these dates it's going to fill in is going to be that May 5th, 2028 spot immediately after Secret Wars. I think this is going to be the first movie that introduces what the new universe is going to look like. Another one confirmed to be working on is Black Panther 3. So I do think that is also going to be the next film right after Mutants at July 25th, 2028. We already have Denzel Washington confirmed he's going to be playing the villain for this movie. Ryan Coogler is confirmed to be working on the script for this movie. We know Black Panther 3 is happening, and obviously it's not happening before Secret Wars, so it has to be one of the movies that happens after Secret Wars. This does put a weird little speed bump into the theory that the MCU is going to reboot after Secret Wars if we're getting a trilogy for Black Panther and a 3rd movie for Black Panther. I guess we'll just have to see what happens when it comes out, because if it's rebooted, I don't know how they're going to do that unless they recast Black Panther. To fill in these next 3 spots, I have the rest of the mentions because none of these are really confirmed per se. Some of them are really highly speculated, but I do think eventually we are going to see all of these films. Next up is Fantastic Four 2. Even though it didn't do really good in the box office, I do think Fantastic Four First Steps was like a well-regarded film for the MCU, especially from recent films that have been being put out. The characters are loved, the Fantastic Four is popular, and they're going to even get more popular when they're in Doomsday and Secret Wars. So we're going to see more of them, want more of them. So I do think Fantastic Four 2 is a high possibility of happening. The next film up is Doctor Strange 3. We ended off with a cliffhanger in the last one with Clea coming to get Strange and bringing him to the dark dimension. We haven't seen anything about that since, so this has to be something that's explored eventually, right? I mean, if this is the movie that takes place between Doomsday and Secret Wars, that makes a lot of sense too. I just don't know how we don't dive into that story that they built up from Multiverse of Madness. Next up is a long-awaited Shang-Chi 2. Please, everyone liked Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is well regarded. It had great reviews. Why haven't we gotten a sequel for this yet? The second time we're going to see Shang-Chi is in Avengers Doomsday. Are you kidding me? That's just another rant for another day, really. But I do think we are going to get a sequel to Shang-Chi 2. If that fills in one of these dates, if that's a later date, please bring him back after Secret Wars. He is a cool character that we have not gotten enough of yet. Don't just give him one movie and shove him to the side. Give us another Shang-Chi movie, please. Next up on the list is Spider-Man 5. So brand new day. The trailer broke records for viewership. Spider-Man is one of the most famous characters of all time in any type of media. You are going to do a 5th Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. I don't think you recast Tom Holland because I do think after Brand New Day, people are going to be talking about which Spider-Man's the best. I'm just going to say that right now. You're going to keep Tom Holland, bring him back in for the next saga, and introduce him again in Spider-Man 5 and go off the story of whatever you leave off with Brand New Day. Next up is one I don't think really has a high chance of happening, but I think Thor 5. In my opinion, I do think either Doomsday or Secret Wars is the last time we will be seeing Thor. I just think his character has been around for so long. He would have the most impact if you killed him off in this film. Not as much impact as like Iron Man or Captain America will have, but Thor is Thor. He was the original trio. So, I mean, if you kill him off in one of these movies, you're going to get an impact out of it and you're going to get a reaction. But if you were to do a Thor 5, you left off with Hercules built up in Thor Love and Thunder. You left off with him adopting Gor's daughter. There's a lot that happens in Thor Love and Thunder to build off of. As long as we just don't keep the comedic aspect of Ragnarok and Love and Thunder, go back serious almost, and keep Thor, have him take on Hercules, I think you have a great idea for a film there. So I would hate to see them waste that opportunity. Next up is one that has not been canceled yet for some reason, but has been thrown around forever. It was a show, now it's supposed to be a movie, but it's Armor Wars. This one's supposed to follow War Machine after Tony Stark tech gets stolen, and he has to figure out how to get it back and all that. I just really don't see how you're going to pull this off, especially how it's been moved around, canceled, rewritten, made into a movie multiple times already. It's almost frustrating that it hasn't happened yet. And then now you also have Rhodey, who in Secret Invasion was a Skrull since Civil War. So I mean, there is a lot to unpack there. You've had Rhodey as a Skrull for the entirety of Endgame, entirety of Infinity War, doesn't even know Tony died. That's a cool story you can go into with Armor Wars, but then there's a lot going on in that movie if you're going to also do that. So I think they kind of almost have scrapped it without officially scrapping it, but I can't see Armor Wars happening, but I do have to put it on the list because it still has not been canceled yet. Next up's Blade. Yeah, this movie's just, it's never going to get made. Next on the list is Deadpool 4. I do think Deadpool Wolverine was a huge success. Ryan Reynolds is like a perfect Deadpool, and you have to bring him back. You have to keep going. As he says, Hugh Jackman's going to be doing this till he's 90. So is he. And there's no way that you're not going to bring him back for a Deadpool 4. I just can't see that happening. Last on my list is a little bit of a sleeper pick. But as of recent, Ryan Gosling has confirmed that there have been talks about him playing Ghost Rider in the MCU. So I think it would be amazing after Secret Wars to introduce Ghost Rider into the MCU and bring him back. Nicolas Cage had his 2 movies, but let's see Ryan Gosling play Johnny Blaze and give him an amazing Ghost Rider movie. And we actually get a good Ghost Rider story. It would be peak. I'm just saying, Ryan Gosling is Ghost Rider. Ryan Gosling is anybody is just going to be peak. I mean, I haven't seen Project Hail Mary yet. I'm going to see it in a couple hours from this recording, but I know it's peak, and I know Ryan Gosling is going to kill any role he gets. Imagine if he was Johnny Blaze, and imagine if we got him in a Ghost Rider movie. It'd be perfect. So yeah, after Secret Wars, we have 5 dates set up to look forward to, and I think any of these 11 movies could be a possibility of filling in those 5 spaces. But if there was a film that I didn't mention that you think could fill in those 5 spaces, comment it down below. Maybe I missed something. Maybe there's something floating around that I didn't talk about that I want to see you guys talk about. But yeah, that's about it. Peace.